hustle of the streets of Manhattan. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Julius Randle says of these Knicks, we're building something good here, and I'm glad to be a part of it. We have a collective purpose. There's not another fan base in the league that can match what these Knicks fans will give us if we're taking care of our business. Guys, those fans have waited for a long time.
They have been patient for sure, David. Thank you. Two very athletic teams here, Greg. A game that's sure to produce a lot of highlights.
And makes me think of Stacey Augmon, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Anthony out there with LeBron James. And there's Davis. Then it's Zach Lavine. And it's Reeves in at the 1. And for New York, in the forward positions, Barrett and Randall. Emmanuel quickly out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Robinson in at the 5 spot. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. Here's Reeves. He's covered by Westbrook. Barrett against LeBron. Here's Davis. Some solid defense from Robinson.
It's not getting much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Barrett, no good.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Outside, Lavine. LeBron against Westbrook. And they double up James. Lock at 6. And the jam by Lavine.
Yeah, you know, it's like the game is in slow motion for LeBron. He sees the entire floor and sees it so well, knows what's coming, and usually always makes the right pass.
Now, here's quickly. Back to Westbrook. Takes the 13-footer. Here's Robinson, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
And given Robinson's upside coming out of college, it was a little bit of a surprise that he fell to the second round.
And he's more of a classic big. Don't stretch the floor. You're not going to run the offense through him. But, boy, you can't teach size and athleticism, and that's what he brings to the party.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That one misses for Robinson. Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. James in the post. He's defended by Randall. James, no good.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And it's Barrett penetrating. No good. Shot missing. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. James up top. He's covered by Westbrook. And it's Davis at the elbow. To the paint. Knicks with the rebound. Robinson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Anthony against Westbrook. Poked loose. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Reeves. And here is Davis. Pass to Reeves. 6 on the shot clock. Kick out to Lavine. Hands it from downtown.
Lavine.
Lavine's got 5.
Boy, Zach Lavine's scoring instincts have him always ready for the catch and shoot.
Here's Westbrook. And Davis sends it back. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. LeBron against Barrett. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go with a 3.
The defense is right there. Hard to score against Lavine when he's focused and locked in, as well as being aggressive.
No good off the back of the rim. Knicks trailed by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And Westbrook gets it to go.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Now here is Davis. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Lavine can't hit. Here's Quickly. Gets a hand on it. And Robinson is right there.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
For the Knicks, Shelby Toppin's checked in for Julius Randle. Reddish comes in for R.J. Barrett. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Quickly. Stanley Johnson, he's checked in for the Lakers. Reeves gets the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Reddish. Unable to get that one. Johnson with some nice D. Here's Davis. Robinson with the block. They recover it. Robinson against Davis. Pass to James. Loads it up for Davis. Hammers the alley-oop through.
There's no stopping that. AD is too long and strong to bother that alley-oop.
Rose passes to Robinson. He kicks it to Reddish. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Lavine wide open. Carries it from three-point range. Lavine's got 8 points.
Lavine is such a really good shooter from deep. You can't allow him to be alone at the arc.
He lobs it up. Toppin can't get it to go.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Here's Rose, following the basket by Anthony Davis. And they get it. To get open is Robinson. Reeves with the rebound. Lakers leading by 8. Westbrook with the steal. .35 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's James. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Rose. To get open is Robinson. Rose gets the bucket.
You didn't think Rose would back down from some contact now, did you guys? Playing with a high level of intensity.
Now here's LeBron. No points in the game yet for him. The 3. It's not going to go for him. And that does it for the first quarter. Lakers lead by 6. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And we've heard Russell Westbrook say his job is to do everything, but he understands that it's also
we got to do it together. And I think that's more important than scoring any points or doing anything else is leadership. And that's where I got to find my...
Great leadership, an area where Westbrook, I think, feels he's growing.
And with his motor, he's always been a culture setter. But bringing your teammates along is also about setting the tone for collaboration.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Reddish out there with Toppin. Then there's Alec Burks. Then it's Noel. And it's Rose in at the 1. There, the group New York will start the second.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish. And Kevin, one thing you have to respect about Derrick Rose is that he's never stopped evolving. He's constantly adapting his game to best fit what his team needs.
Davis kicks to Monk. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for New York. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And the pass to Rose. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. When you think about how Derrick Rose has changed, Greg, as a player, you see some of that in almost every facet of his game.
And yeah, over the years, he's tuned his shooting and play style in lots of little ways. But what hasn't changed is his talent for setting guys up. He's got a great eye for when and where to drop the dime.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know what? We've recently been able to watch a different Rose here. I mean, a better, more efficient, more confident player. Man, I love seeing that.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Robinson's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Julius Randle comes in for Toppin. R.J. Barrett's checked in for Reddish. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Alec Burks. That one drops. He ties it up. Clark, you had excellent handles for a front court player. How much of a benefit is it for a big man to be comfortable with the dribble, with the ball in his hands?
I think it's so valuable. And now it's a dozen to a dozen big guys can put it on the ground. I mean, it used to be 2 out of a dozen guys you'd see 6, 8 or better that could really handle the ball in my day. But now it's commonplace, and it's a valuable skill. My late dad, emphasized that from the time I started playing organized basketball. Make sure you can go with the ball where you want to against pressure. If you can do that, then you'll always add value to your team as a big hitter.
I'm glad we got to see the Mobile One block once more. What a play.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
James looking it over. Going inside, and LeBron throws it down.
That's really how LeBron prefers to finish, at full speed, driving hard and dictating the pace and keeping pressure on the defense.
It's Westbrook with the drive. Barrett wide open, he fires. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
LeBron against Barrett. The shot's good from LeBron. LeBron's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, you know, LeBron's mental strength is just so focused that nothing much phases him. He stays locked in. You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
Pass to Reeves. Loads it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Quickly's checked in. Anthony's checked in for the Lakers. Here's Westbrook. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Quickly the pass to Robinson. And here's Barrett. New York moving the ball around. And it's quickly missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Count it. And it's a 5-point Laker lead.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Here's Randall. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first.
It's on Zach Lavine.
Second team foul.
Boy, the creative finishing ability of Randall draws a lot of fouls.
And one thing that separates Randall from other guys, his size. That spin move. He can do it off the drive, in the post, now going either direction.
Shoot 2.
That free throw good from Randall. And whirling around the floor, Greg, is there anyone Randall reminds you of?
I mean, they're different players, but Akeem Olajuwon had an unbelievable spin move. Takes a lot of body control, especially for taller guys. But when you do it well, man, it is tough to stop.
Both free throws good from Randall.
You know, it takes young guys a little while to figure it out, and after 4 up-and-down seasons with the Lakers, Julius Randle joined New Orleans in 2018, busted out for over 20 points per game with the Pelicans.
Sinks the triple.
Carmelo
And the Lakers lead by 6.
3 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Randall down low. Anthony on him.
2 minutes.
New York, no good that time either.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Here's Barrett. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And make some noise for T-shirt time.
So New York going with almost an entire new group. Noel's checked in for Randall. Reddish comes in for Barrett. Burks, he's checked in for Quickly. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Anthony Davis. Johnson comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Horton Tucker's checked in for James. And Monk's subbed in for Zach Lavine. .16 left here in the second. Pass to Rose. Now Robinson. The kick out to Rose. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Los Angeles leading by 6. Here's Reeves. Johnson outside. Pass to Reeves. Dishes it to Howard. Lays it up off the glass. Howard's got the lead up to 8 now for Los Angeles.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Monk, the pass to Johnson. 23 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Reeves. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Reeves has got his second bucket of the game to go. Rose with the ball. 8 points for him. That's the 3 fly. Second chance shot. And that does it for the first half of play. Lakers ahead. They're up by 8. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Well, Coach, this first half has been a struggle. What's been the problem?
Lack of intensity. We're back on our heels. They're attacking us. We're not getting much done.
I do not envy those young men going into the locker room right now. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Zach Lavine was the man in the first. He had 10 points and 1 steal. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
They're running some great offense right now, working the ball in the good spots, taking what the defense gives them, not forcing up shots. We'll see if they can maintain that discipline in the second half.
And Kenny, your take on New York.
Low assist numbers pop out to me. It's a big flashing sign that these guys are being selfish. The only way they're going to get back in this one is by creating shots for each other. I mean, playing as a team. Move the ball. Make the extra pass.
Basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Zach Lavine, he's really been playing well.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Here's Quickly. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Davis is out there with Howard. Then it's LeBron James. Then it's Zach Lavine. And it's Reeves in at the point. Westbrook with the bucket.
You know, Westbrook able to score from anywhere. Just is so assertive and confident in what he can do out there.
James against Barrett. Nice shot by James. James has got 6 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Barrett, no good. Lakers leading by 8.
Working on consistency with that jumper. You can see Barrett has improved his shooting mechanics. Much more repeatable motion now.
You can see Barrett looks a lot more comfortable now from every spot, Greg, on the floor.
From 3, mid-range to the free throw line. When he knocks down shots, defenders have to creep up to stay connected. And that's when he can put the ball on the floor and get by people.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, you know, it's been exciting to watch Davis develop as an NBA player. I mean, he's put a lot of hard work in and has turned into a dominant MVP caliber player, and some teams still struggle to find ways to deal with it.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. Knicks trailed by 10. Now the pass to Quickly. Back to Westbrook. Now the dish to Robinson. Westbrook surveying the D. Randall outside. And to get open is Robinson. Randall no good. And Los Angeles guys shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%.
Well, Davis, a game-wrecking presence around the basket. Excellent agility for a big guy.
Timeout, New York.
New York calls timeout. You have to like what we're seeing from Davis.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
For your Knicks City Dancer.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Now Barrett. He's got 5. Hits it from three-point range.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Passes it to Davis. And Davis throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Bobbed up there for Robinson. Westbrook against Davis. Lavine for 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Randall outside. Pass to Westbrook. With the drive. To get open is Robinson. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. The Knicks have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
At the line, 1 shot.
Hey, when it comes to stat sheet stuffers, Westbrook is a stat sheet stuffer supreme. Mark that one up, guys.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
His first personal.
It's going to send LeBron James to the line. It's on R.J. Barrett. Los Angeles shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
LeBron James. 1 shot.
Free throw drops for James.
Hey, there are guys who have played as long as LeBron, okay? But how many have maintained their physical abilities the way he has so late in his career? I think that's a short list.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. That's going to send Emmanuel quickly to the line.
Zach Lavine.
It's on Zach Lavine. The Knicks have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
At the line
A year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
One shot.
And so Lavine will bring it up now for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've led by as many as 14 points. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. As NBA revenues climb into the tens of billions of dollars, teams have even more resources to compete. Staffs are growing, more coaches, trainers, and specialists. So general managers have more to manage than ever. Generally, the best organizations are those that effectively collaborate and communicate across the board. Kevin?
And DA, as we know, that's always been the case. Thank you. First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Randall.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Here's Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
From Davis gets going like this, there's no way you can stop him, giving you his entire package right now.
Outside Westbrook. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Outside, Davis. In the corner, it's James. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That is his first foul of the game. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Nerlens Noel checks in for Mitchell Robinson. Toppin comes in for Randle. Radish, he's checked in for Barrett. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Quickly. The Lakers also making some changes. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Anthony Davis. Johnson comes in for Dwight Howard. And Monk's subbed in for Lavine. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. James outside, 6 to shoot. Pass to Reeves. Off target with his 3. Knicks trailed by 11. Westbrook kicks to Rose.
2 minutes.
Here's the pass to Noel. Knocked loose. Reddish with the ball. Working on James. Passes to Toppin. Over Johnson. Toppin, good. Toppin's got it back down to single digits for the Knicks.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Johnson, the pass to Reeves. The kick out to LeBron. New York's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And it's Rose penetrating, and it's denied. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession.
New York ball. Coming onto the floor for the Lakers, Zach Lavine. Kendrick Nunn.
Westbrook against Anthony. Westbrook kicks to Reddish. And they'll get another chance. Goes back up. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Noel.
Really got to admire how confident Noel looks from the mid-range. I mean, squaring up and knocking down these shots consistently.
LeBron, left side. It's rebounded by New York.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
To the wing right side. Rose against Nunn. Outside Westbrook. Just 5 on the clock. Rebound by Johnson. Anthony looking it over. And the rejection by Noel. And so it's Los Angeles, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Back right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Los Angeles leading by 7. Toppin is out there with Mitchell Robinson. And it's Rose. Then it's Reddish. And it's Burks in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 for New York right now. Pass to LeBron. Clock at 6. And they double up LeBron. That's all good. And that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
Rose. Good work defensively by Anthony. Lakers shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist by Anthony. And the Lakers lead by 11.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Pass to Burks. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. And Zach Lavine gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time.
R.J. Barrett's checked in for the Knicks. And the Lakers also making a change. Davis is checked in. Nunn against Rose. 6 on the shot clock. The pass to Barrett. Fires for 3. And no good that time. And the Lakers take it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. Here's Nunn. He can't get that one. Rose with some nice D. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for New York. 11-point game.
I love seeing Barrett cash in there. He knows he has what it takes to finish through contact.
James in the post. The shot's good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
New York calls timeout. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. Comes in for Thomas, and Russell Westbrook subbed in for Burks. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the break, I heard Tom Thibodeau, as he talked with the team, he was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now. We're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything we've got out there. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Lavine again throws. On the wing, James. LeBron is doubled. For three, Lavine hits the three-point bomb.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And the Lakers making a change here. Reeves is checked in. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles Lakers cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Westbrook. And they double up James. Kicks to Lavine. There's the three. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Bounce pass from Rose. Westbrook finds Rose. Now here is Robinson. Good work defensively by Anthony. Here's Reeves. Barrett covering. Reeves the pass to Davis. Buries it down low.
Anthony Davis.
Davis has got 10 points here in the second half.
High percentage look that time from Anthony Davis, and that's one he rarely misses.
Here's Westbrook. And that one, good.
And every once in a while, he'll show up and give you some great moves around the hoop.
Lakers leading by 9. And they double up James. Here's Reeves. James right side. Shot clock at 5. Anthony dishes to Lavine. Knocks down the three ball.
2 minutes.
Lavine's got 19 points.
Lavine.
And now look here, guys. I mean, Lavine is a tough assignment. Don't make any mistakes about that. He's about 6'5" and has tremendous explosion off the floor.
Westbrook double team. Baseline J on the way. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. Manuel quickly, he's checked in for Rose. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 12. There's a minute 47 left in the game.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for your Knicks City Dancer.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
He's really built up that assist total over the course of this game. And it's a great thing to have that kind of passing coming from a position other than the point. That ensures the ball will always be moving and nobody will be left out of the offense.
Davis's anticipation and timing, so good at the defensive end. This guy is a shot-blocking machine.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're up by 10. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Make some noise.
1:41 left to play in the final quarter. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. There's a minute 40 left here in the fourth quarter. Westbrook double team. Three-pointer, Randall kept alive. And it's quickly missing. Lakers leading by 10. Reeves the pass to Anthony. Loads it up for Davis. It's rebounded by New York.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And so Lavine will bring it up now for the Lakers. They've led by as many as 14 points.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Lakers.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
Yeah, I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Davis.
Well, he was swatting shots all game long, really owned the defensive end and got a ton of blocks and really protected that rim.
Reeves the pass to LeBron. Westbrook pulls it in. And the Knicks with possession here. Down by 12. And to get open is Robinson. They get the rebound. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his second
Nice
personal,
pump fake there. Barrett is an all effort and athleticism. He pays attention
At the
to
line
his
for
craft.
New York, R.J. Barrett. At the line, 2 shots.
And that one falls for Barrett. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And what you like about Barrett is his all-around game, a versatile guard / forward who wants to keep improving.
James against Barrett. James outside. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Ron, when you know AD is behind you, how does that help you defensively?
You can stay home. You can allow him to play one-on-one versus a guard versus a big, and you can stay home and be able to box out and get rebounds because he's that good.
It's quite a 1-2 punch, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.